watching. This is Risco no Soccer coming at you with some more Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Rebirth. Now, why is it's not giving me my live? There, I'm live. There we go. That's got our tags. Woohoo! The tags. We do love to see them. We love to see those tags. Now, I'm trying to understand why we're just doing so badly with Isaac. Like, actual Isaac, the character? Isaac? Because that doesn't make any sense. Isaac should be one of the easiest characters to win with. It's just very basic, nothing strange about them. And yet here we are. Here we are. We haven't got anything with Maggie either. Let's start off with Isaac. He's a fun little chap. You know, he's just trying to not be dead. That's all. Lovely. I love picking up a couple of black hearts really early on in the game. And give me that fly. I am a big fan of that fly. It's gonna be the sweetest little sweetums. But not too much going on. I mean, things going on, but I'd rather wait till people actually show up to talk about them. Oh, fuck you! That was me. That was totally me. And the help of my fly. Listen, fly, we gotta work together. You can't be busting up on things that will explode and explodinate and kill me. That's bad. We don't want bad. We want good. Come here. Thank you. At least the fly packs a punch. Buzz, 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 buzz. You want punchy flies? You don't want flies that ain't got no punch. That would be like big. God, I'm gonna completely lose this advantage that I picked up early on. I don't know why. Come on. Oh, it's Black Lamb. This is old school. This is old school Binding Isaac. Well, not oldest school. This is not vanilla, but this is fudge. This is Rebirth. We love to see it. I'm playing the side version of Black Lamb. Oh, Hive. Good evening, Hive. I hope that you're doing very well. I hope you're doing well as well, Black Lamb. That neither of you have any particular issues today, that life is treating you as gently as one could expect in these benighted times. Now, Pisco, let's not lose this black heart. Yeah, so the thing is that I've completed the game on the Japanese side. I've unlocked everything, and it never gave me my platinum trophy. I think there's some kind of bug with it. So I thought, just kind of as a goof, every now and then to go back to the J-side version and see if we can't finally get that platinum. Come on, stop doing this to me. Now, interesting thing, we talked about this a little bit before on streams. The J-side version never actually got Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus, despite the fact that both of those games are localized in Japanese on the US store. But they never put the update in on the J-side store, and I honestly don't know why. I don't know if there's any particular reason for it. Oh, that's right, Hive, you had that interview. Do you think it went well? I mean, I'm sure it did, but how do you feel? Are you feeling confident about it? Listen, you giant poop monster. We're trying to have a heartfelt moment here, and you're just pooping all over the place. Gently enough, after that interview, I saw that already. That's a bit short-sighted. Wait, did I miss something? What is short-sighted? Was it about the poop? Oh, okay, I think 3 of 4 questions went well. Alright, I mean, that's a 75%. That's usually like a passing grade on a test. Oh, the J-side update was short-sighted. I don't really know what the issue is. If Nicholas didn't feel like doing the extra work to get it out, or what? But yeah, it's never updated since oh wow. I mean, I will take both Gimpy and Sacrificial Robe. Or Gishiki no Robu, if you will. And why not? Oh, crumbs. Oh, that's right. I always forget. One of the updates in Afterbirth was that the challenge rooms, each stage of the challenge room would actually charge your item. And that's not how it works in Rebirth. Nicholas is run by racists, at least as far as I know. I haven't really heard anything that... Well done, Risco, well done. Guppy's head, and we already have Guppy's collar? Is this the one? Is this the one where we finally do well on an Isaac run? Oh, and we got a bomb. Love that. Love to see that. Oh, Risco, you... Oh, the explosion range was fine. Never mind, I'm smart. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say I'm smart, but... The weird thing is, Nicholas has done, like, game updates in Japanese. And I don't think they've stopped doing that with other games. So, I don't know. Just a heads up, you're being mildly crackly tonight. Alright. You know that. Let me just do a quick yoink. And let me know if that helps anything out. I wish I knew why that happened. Probably shouldn't use all my bombs like this. Fudge. Now, the last time we did... Well done. Last time we did Rebirth, we unlocked the negative. Which means that we can do a full dark side sweep here. I don't think we have Mega Satan unlocked yet, so we... Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to fight the angels anyways. Crumbs, crumbs, crumbs! No, darn it! I knew I was not getting out of that because my fly would have killed one of those things. And that would have been bad. I don't... We might be able to get boss rush, but... I don't know if that would be a good idea if we don't have Guppy by that time. Because we're doing pretty well, but, like, we're not super strong. Give me Guppy. Oh, you did not. Well, that's fine. We have a number of floors, number of red chests and deals with the devil, which might bring us the Gup. And... we know how much we love to gup it up. Gup it up. Ooh! Kaku ga mieru. Or is that Toki ga mieru? I'm not sure. I feel like it can be read both ways. But... life is just life. Still waiting on some kind of contact back from the teaching job. I really would like them to get back to me rather soon because I can't look for anything else while I'm still waiting on that. Because I know it's... Ooh, we got Game Kid. I mean, we didn't get it, but we unlocked it. I know, like, the way that the schedule works out, I probably wouldn't be able to do any other work. So if I went and got a job now, like, if I went and got a job, like, at that bar, for example, I would have to quit it. And I don't want to just take a job and then quit it in like 2 days? Because that seems kind of shite. Why, Disco, why would you just sit there? Why would you do that? That's foolish. Yes. Megamaw, you are delightful and delectable, but I need you to be dead. But he suddenly became dead. Oh, buggery! Disco, stop! Please! You're killing me here. Thank you, Gimpy. That was nice. Okay, that was fine. Whatevs. Whatevs, shell game. You don't wanna give me what I want, then I will not give you what you need, which is money. So basically all I've been doing lately is just, well, lately, meaning like the last 2 days, is just sit around and play Isaac. The good news is I'm not on my phone, so I can't call Raksho on you. That is good news. Yes, yes. I appreciate that. I don't want any of those pills. I do want to stop taking damage. That would be, I mean, that would be good. But Raksho. But I also would like the item room. Because I think we've got time to do the item room and still get the boss rush. I don't even know what word that was. It was just an exultation, an exclamation. A taste sensation from around the nation. Oh, it's freaking Curse the Blind. Oh, that's okay. That sucks. That also sucks. Good. Good to know. Lovely. It's nice to know that our community has little memes. And Raksho and Hisho. And Kronos using the house light on fire when I'm on breaks. It does please me an awful lot. I like to think that we're kind of all getting to know each other well enough to be able to do goofy things like that. Zarechedo. Wow. What, I just, apparently I can't dodge. I think we're gonna give up on all dodging. I don't know if that was good or bad. Oh, I think it was bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was bad. We lost HP. Sumi no Katamari. Damashi. We lost HP, and just judging from the size of our tears, I think that we lost damage too. And that's not good. We might have gotten a tears up, which would help offset just a little bit. But I'm gonna need the damage if I really want to try to do boss rush. And that's not... I mean, I'd like to mark it off the list, but... no. Right now I'm thinking it might be safer to not. Now, one nice thing about Rebirth, I have to say, no Hush, no Void. Don't have to even worry about those. Hmm. 7 keys. We can do this. This is douable, as the French would say. But not Ubisoft. Ubisoft wouldn't say that. They'd probably say something that's just terribly sexist. They have no souls, and therefore they can have no sense of humor. At least what I'm gathering from the Ubisoft news reports. How does this flesh out in the end? Like, what is this run gonna end up looking like? Damn it. I mean, I think it's gonna look like a lot of silly damage. We're gonna have a lot of silly damage. As much as I would rather not. And that, like, that might be the hallmark. That might be what takes us down in the end. Oh, fucking bloat. I think not. Thank you. I want to get rid of some of these walls because they're in the way. And they do not protect me. It's not like a peep. Oh, fuck off. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, Disco, that was not optimal. Neither was that. The optimization there was very poor. Thank you for the halo, though. Take that. Where is my gup? Why would you tease me with 2 guppy items right off the bat? And now you're like, yeah, but we're not going to give you the last one. We thought about giving you the last guppy item, and then we're like, yeah, but how about we don't? Always with the teasing. Disco, why? Why would you do that? Now, even if we don't get the gup, and it's looking kind of iffy, we should be able to steal an item from Boss Rush with AWAS. Or AWAS, as it were. Just because of the Japanese there. Os Chronosu! How are you this fine evening? Hopefully very well? I'm shooting for very well. As you might guess, Kronos, since we're playing Isaac, definitely want the left hand. The Risk of Rain, although I liked your idea, it unfortunately did not work. So I don't know, like, what is going on with it. But it looks like we're just gonna have to wait until... Oh, for fuck's sake, Streetsco, stop! Stop! This is terrible play. Sure, that works. ModView is telling you that Kronos doesn't exist. That is weird. That's like... Kronos, do you exist? Are you existing? Or are you a ghost, Kronos? It's okay if you're a ghost. I still respect you. And appreciate your presence in my life, even if it's a ghostly presence. I ain't got shit against ghosts. Ghosts ain't never bothered me. Really though, I want to be gup, is what I'm saying. I want to gup up. Doing well. Also, damn. I put a lot of thought into that suggestion. It sounded clever. Honestly, it did. And I was really disappointed when it didn't have the desired effect. I fear no ghosts. I can't claim to be the coolest Ghostbuster because that's Winston Zedmore. And, like, for a white girl to claim that she's a black man is pretty not cool. I guess in a pinch, I could be a gender-flipped Egon? But Peter Venkman is just a straight-up sex pest. And I'm pretty sure that Ray is like a proto-incel. At the very least, he's a gormless man-child. And I don't like that. Trepley! Us, Trepley, it's a pleasure to see you as always. Ooh, do we... Like... I mean... Let's do it. Ichiro no Hai. This is such a mistake, but I honestly love this item, so we're just gonna go for it. It completely fudges our range, though. Now, boss rush is a little bit tough, especially because we're not really bulky right now. So I may not be able to keep a close eye on chat for just a couple of minutes. Hopefully not too long. I'm doing... Please, oh, stop that. I'm doing pretty well. Truthfully, I'm kind of in this holding pattern because I'm still waiting on the teaching gig to get back to me. And that's got me a little bit cheesed because I can't really do job searches until I figure out what's going on with the teaching thing. But otherwise, life is decently shaped, I guess. Probably be a bit of an exaggeration to say it's great, but, you know, not bad. Yourself, I hope that you're doing well. I know you got a whole lot of pans on the stovetop there. Oh, I should be very happy, by the way, that Carrying Queen just pooped out a lot of bloody poop right where the bosses spawn. Because that takes away about a quarter of their health right off the bat. Give me that good old bloody poop. Where did you... Where... Oh, there you are. They... Maybe. Like, it's kind of complicated, but... I feel like... If they actually give me the interview, I could get the job. I had 15 years of experience with that company previously. I think it'd be a pretty easy sell, especially since I know the guy who does the interviews, and we don't have a negative relationship. Because I needed to see him a lot, because he also does the training, and they would do trainings for Osaka in the branch that I worked. But, like... on one hand, it's possible that I saw the advertisement too late. Oh, we are taking way too much damage. Let's go. The other hand... And I know we just blue screen there for a second, and no, I don't know why. I didn't get on very well with my last manager. And she's kind of in boss rank now, so if she wanted to throw some sand in the gears, it would be pretty easy for her to do so. Okay, all y'all, and by which I mean the bosses, not the folks in chat, all y'all need to stop? Oh no, I saw power flex from Hive, but I don't know what we're flexing about. Oh, bugger and sin. Oh, bugger and sin! This is all of this death is on me. All of this health loss is on me. Rock show! Rock show for the bosses. Which, I mean, honestly in life is more often than not the case, unfortunately. I'm really thinking that as fun as Ichiro no Haya is, I'm really thinking that it was a mistake because my range is just fudged. Alright, at least bloat is gone, bloaty bloat. Come here. Come here, thank you. Sweetums. Alright, we are close to the end. But we've got the Womb and Shoal in the dark room are going to be a hell of a tough row to hoe if we don't bulk up our health again. Whoops! Height. Height! Oh! Not high? Where did you go? War! Oh, Senso-san! Alright, we should have angels. I think the angels are here. And these jokers, who think they're so damn cool. But thank you for killing that other boss for me. I appreciate that. I didn't want to chase his ass around. Isaac no Atama. Isaac no Atama! Ayu anlaka hoshika ne. Okay, well, I can finally take a look at chat. Hold on a second here. I have to clear off for bed for the third time this week before I go... Oh, clear off my bed for the third time this week before I go to bed. Are you going to bed now, Treffly? Because if you are, thank you so much for dropping by, even if it's just for a little bit of time. It's always good to see you. And I look forward to being able to help you with your stream as well, with my mod sword. Black Lamb, enjoy your lunch. Please have a very good lunch. What did I miss up here? Hold on a second. You could also be the lesbian-coded white woman from the all-women reboot. She was neat. I still haven't seen the reboot. I managed to knock out that Risk of Rain 2 speedrun earlier today. I saw that, and damn good job. Kronos is just freaking Risk of Rain 2 King? Emperor? My easiest interview was for Film Society Student Union Delegate. And I think you probably got that one nailed down, yeah. I like to keep busy for sure, but I managed to get a bit closer to getting my room into some sort of order, and I fell asleep in a sunbeam today. That was nice. That does sound nice, Treffly. That sounds amazingly nice. Vote for me because unlike anyone else here, I can do the job. I mean, that is a flex. That's a power move right there. And I came to terms with a personal thing today with the help of a very good friend. That is very wonderful to hear, Treffly. Ludo! The reboot is better than Ghostbusters 2 for what it's worth. I mean, that's kind of a low bar, Hive. At least from what I remember of Ghostbusters 2. Ludo, it is a pleasure to have you here. If you do need to take a nap, or to cut out early just so you can rest a little bit, I understand completely. But thanks at least for dropping in, yeah? And I hope that you are doing well, aside from the tiredness. Saikai! Alright, so all the time stuff is out of the way. That's good. Because there is no hush. We celebrate the lack of hush in this house. Or apartment, this home. It's more of it's a home. It's not a house. That's got a different feel. But we are definitely hurting 4 HP. I lost so many good runs leading to the winning play. Literally, the attempt before the upload was me literally tapping the boss once before I could enter the Celestial, but I got overwhelmed by all the burning. But burning is... we want to avoid burning, generally speaking. I find that's probably for the best. Now, do we search a little bit to see if we can get some red chests? Honestly, that sounds like a bad idea. Honestly, yeah, I think we should just kill. It's time to kill again, Gilligan. Fuck! Fuck! Why? Is it because I basically spent all day playing Isaac? I mean, that seems like it could have something to do with it. If anything, that run would have been my best, a solid 40 seconds shaved off. Well, I mean, you can always work to that level again. It seems like that's the nature of speedruns. Is that there's always a couple of seconds that can be shaved off here or there. try your best to be less sleepy. I like the image of that. We got all this coinage, so we might as well dump some of these. I tried to go at Gunslinger past kill speedrun and died at the boss. I mean, it's toughy, Kronos. I have more space in my room, and yet it's even harder to open the door. That's an interesting paradox. And it's not the kind of paradox where it's two doctors. That's completely different. What's the synergy on trash cannon? What? I mean, it's valid. I mean, do you think you mean Terra good? Which would be 1 trillion good? I forget, like, how many O's is in the Terra something. Trying my best to be less sleepy is basically the story of my career. I mean, it sounds like something that you would need some form of medication for? Ooh, that's not a bad thing. I just want counterfeit Penny, yo! So I'd never have to play you again, because I think we got Skatol. Gives it an actual clip without leaving poison pools, and effectively turns it into one of the best room clears. Wow, that's pretty slick. Have we picked up IV bag yet? I honestly don't remember. Oh, hell, at this point I'll take Skatol, whatever it's called. Oh, nice! I will take these pretty flies. I will take them, and I will love them, and I will call them George and Lenny. And I will not take them to see the rabbits. Okay, I might have to do a little bit more work before bed. It's completely understandable, Treffley, don't worry about it. You have yourself a wonderful night and a wonderful night's sleep, and we will catch you on the flip side. Not today, I guess. No triple set of pretty flies for us. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll fight death. That would be really good. Because if we could get 1 cube of meat... Shell game, you're screwing me now. If we could get 1 cube of meat, we would have a perfect defense. At least perfect shot defense. Which, let's face it, is one of my bigger problems, actually dodging shots. I don't do that very well. The non-addictive kind of sleep meds wouldn't have changed much when it comes to getting up for 5 AM at work. Gotcha. And that's a feeling I definitely understand quite well. Sometimes we can still hear Treffley's voice, even though apparently she's gone to bed. So sad. Well, I mean, I don't know, it's comforting. It could be echoes from across time. You know, or something appropriately spooky like that. Oh, bugger. Right, I mean, why not? Sure, let's just do it that way. Dodging? What is this dodging you speak of? Foolish mortal, we do not dodge here. Shate Kyori down. Un down. Love to see it. What do I need Un for? Un. I don't need no Un. Just make me guppy. You cowards. You absolute cowards. I know what you're afraid of. You're afraid I'm just gonna run completely roughshod on the rest of the run, and they're like, can't let Risco do that. She might get some confidence. I know your game, Isaac. I know it well. I see you very well. He sees you. Cutter Sane. Sutter Kane. Ah, ha, ha. It's too early and I haven't had anything to drink for like 3 days, so I can't even blame drunkenness. It is definitely too early to be screwing up lines like that. I mean, it's right there, you know. Alright, I guess we're gonna fight the moms. But just the one mom. Isaac's only got the one mom. Oh, it's Mom's heart. We haven't even unlocked It Lives yet? No shit. Well, I mean, I guess we don't really play this very often. So I suppose that makes sense, but even still, kind of weird. I hate this. I mean, I kind of saw it coming. Hi. Hi, hi. Oh shit, no, we took damage. Oh fudge, that means we're not gonna get to deal with the devil. That means that we're probably not gonna become Guppy. I hate you, Mom. I hate you and your heart too. Wait, no. We didn't even get, we can't go down to Shoal? Well, who's salty? I'm salty. Just a little bit, just a wee bit salty. Is there any way that we could cheese this into getting to Shoal? Because if we get to Shoal, we can go fight, we can fight the Dark Room. Because we have the negative. Maybe if we're really lucky and we pull a red chest and the red chest teleports us to the oh Chigaimas. That's why we were saving the AWAs. Boop boop ba-doop boop. Osu buttons. It's good to see y'all tonight. I hope that you are doing amazingly well. I used my brain parts. I used my brain meats. One of the things I have to deal with is potential lack of space for all my plushies. That is problematic. Those plushies need a home. Game thought it shut us down. The only thing shut me down is my bad play. Which is, I mean, honestly, not an unlikely result. Okay. Because I have been playing a little bit poor. Just a wee bit. We are pretty darn lucky that I actually went through the trouble to take Gimpy. I don't always. Lose lots of health, but when I do, I like to have the sweet, smooth taste of Gimpy. Please, I beg of you, I simply need a few red chests. And a guppy item that is not... it. You know what's gonna happen? And this is gonna be funny as heck. What they're gonna do is they're gonna give us a guppy item, but it's gonna be 9 lives. I know it. Which will drop us down to 1 health. But we will have 9 lives. But we'll probably just burn through those 9 lives, as we usually do whenever that happens. Whenever we take 9 lives late in the run. We're gonna have to have a serious think on what to do if that should come up. Like, are we fast enough and strong enough to just blow through every room without taking a single hit? I can't remember the last time 9 lives has helped us, Though that might just be because the losses outshine the wins. Honestly, yeah. Really, like, 9 lives is optimal about up to the depths, I would say. Unless you're really good at dodging, which clearly I've shown that I am not, and that's okay. I recognize my weaknesses. We do have hearts on the table, so let's do this. But once you get past the depths, you've got a much smaller window of time to make your health back. And it's more likely that you'll probably not really beef it up. I might have to play harder, better, faster, stronger. I mean, I definitely have to play better. Stronger is kind of RNG. You know, it just depends on what items they give us. Although this run, all things considered, isn't... like, it's not a particularly bad run. Oh god, no. Please. I think like a full 15% of any conversation in this chat is song references. I might as well take it. It's kind of like, it's on brand for us, really. Also, let's use the devil card. Thinking about it, now I really should have left that Eternal Heart where it was. Because I'd rather not lose it. Oh, shnikes. Alright. That was easy enough. Give us the feats! We want them hoofies! Oh, the pretty hoofies. Oh, fudge! There goes that Eternal Heart. Yep, yep, yep. Knew it was gonna happen. Mama no hocho! Mama no hocho! Hocho, hocho. Come on, Guppy's Hairball! Nope. So what do I want to do? If I drop the left hand, there's 0 chance that we can become Guppy. But any chests that we get will give us an item. If I keep the left hand, there's a small chance that we become Guppy, because not every red chest contains a Guppy item. I think we drop the left hand, honestly. I mean, we gave it our all, no doubt, but yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really think that's the optimal solution. Now, it's always possible, because our luck is maybe not necessarily great, because I can't track it, because there's no stat tracker. It's entirely possible that we don't get a single chest of any color on this floor. In which case, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Hey, adversary. You think you're so cool, but I got a red fly. Honestly, using the attack fly against bosses is so much easier than using it against regular enemies, because the hitbox is so much bigger. Yush. Hello? Hello, hello? Yeah, let's take it. I don't really see more health hurting us at the moment. Probably better to have it on hand and not die on the way to the boss than not and then do. I guess that makes sense, right? Jiro-san, nani yatte no? That Jiro, forever living in his brother's shadow. It's a shame. Hard to believe that in a perfect world, that anime convention I go to was meant to happen a week from now. That sucks, Kronos. 2020, yo. I think we're just gonna write this out of the history books. We'll be like, yeah, everybody, let's just imagine that 2020 was just a really fucked up dream sequence. It was one of those dream episodes that everybody hates when they're the season finale. Like St. Elsewhere. I have no memories of St. Elsewhere except for that one episode. Hello? Thank you. Damn, though, Gimpy is keeping us in the game. Like, I think we would have legit been dead if it weren't for Gimpy. In fact, I'm certain of it, because we haven't seen that many hearts otherwise. Gimpy is just procking. Jurgen proc now? Of course, that doesn't mean that we can just, like, fiddle fuck around here. We do need to be careful. Honestly, I'm not really that shook up about it. It sucks, no doubt, but what can you do? I mean, in this situation, that's probably the healthiest attitude to have, Cronus. And I'm glad that you're not overly chuffed about it. It still sucks, though. Oops. On the bright side, the past 2 months have been pretty good for me, so if we stuck 2020 from the record, we'd see a weird jump of me. Yeah, I mean, I guess the viewers would wonder, like, what's going on with Trefly? This is totes out of character. And the show writers, they would have to do a flashback episode where you're in an alternate timeline that explains all the personal growth. No, fudge off, Greed! Honestly, you've done fucking enough. Have you seen the state of the world? Greed? Fucking Gordon Gecko indeed. Oh, that's my fault. I walked into that. Man, oh, Steam sale. Umbra Ninja. Umbra Ninja. It is a pleasure to help life treat you gently. Shep is back. Yes. I'm a time traveler, so there's that too. Such a strange character in the show. I mean, I think that we've got a lot of odd characters here in the show, yeah. Oh! Of course! I thought Umbra Ninja's name was Shep, like from Mass Effect. I didn't think to put the obvious 2 and 2 back together again. How was your lunch, Black Lamb? Was it tastiness? I hope it was. I hope it was the tastiest tasty. Oh, this sucks. I have to fight the 2 of you in a dead end? A back alley, as it were? Yeah. What was on the menu for you? Oh no, I'm from Italy. Umbra means shadow. Ooh, that's cool. I did not know that. Sorry about that. I don't want bad gas. That's shit. It's bad. Fudge. Okay, no. Yosh. Now, are there any more hearts on the field? Oh, it's way it's all the way up there? You're gonna make me truck my ass all the way back? Fine. That's okay with me. I don't care. Do what you want to do, game. See if I care. I love this game. I'm playing Rebirth at the moment. Oh, that's great. Are you just playing the like the old base Rebirth, or are you playing with the Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus mods? Mods? DLC? They're DLC. You're just being a silly goat now, Black Lamb. And that's okay. We love it when you're a silly goat as well. Oxygas. Alright, let's do this thing. Zarambu. But not Black Lamb, this is a different lamb. Crumbs. Okay, I do need to be careful here because this is not necessarily an easy boss fight unless you're fairly overpowered. And we won't be getting probably any regen help. Oh wait, maybe we will. I forgot that he produces flies. Oh, that was awesome. That was a big help. I have to install the DLCs. Well, if you like Rebirth, I mean, I think that you'll definitely get... Oh, shit. Nice! One hit from death. Woohoo! That was closer than I would have wanted. Definitely. Although, a lot of that damage... Not in the boss fight, but a lot of the damage in the run was on me. We should have had a lot more health going into that fight. Alright, I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna have a really quick smoke break, and I will be back in just a couple minutes. What did I miss? I don't know why I didn't take my phone with me. I could have totally done that and actually kept up with chat. I wonder if it'd be a good idea for me to pick up another roguelike. I mean, they do seem to be your jam, Kronos. I think you could definitely pull that off. Oh, that's what the Kompeki is about. Once I clear my desk up, my room will be perfect. I thought you were talking for some reason to me. Well, good luck with that, Truffly. I hope that it works out. I killed Mega Satan yesterday, but not the lamb yet. Oh yeah, Mega Satan. Mega Satan is the hidden boss of Rebirth. Was like the one tough thing to get to. You've got to like get to the angel rooms, bomb both of the statues, fight the angels to get the key pieces, and then when you get to the final floor, it'll open up a door to fight Mega Satan. It's actually a really fun fight, and I like Mega Satan's fight a lot better than I do the Hush fight or the Void fight. Hush is just too tanky. Not in the, like, reactionary left version of tanky, but just has way too much health and too high armor. And Void is just too random. It's too hard to actually kind of prepare a strategy for Void. Also, there's a lot of, like, telefragging in the Void fight. Well, the Delirium fight. Not the Void fight. The floor is the Void. And the floor itself is just huge. So, like... Kompeki rashi! Kompeki poi? Kana? It's called like this to my game. The boss you find in the lamb level, if you have the yellow key and open the door. Yes, exactly right, Umbra. I mean, you can fight Mega Satan on the chest as well as the dark room, because he's on both paths. He's on the light path and the dark path. But yeah, the Mega Satan fight's actually a pretty fun fight. It's an interesting fight. It's tough, but not overly so. Sentaku. Thank you so much, Umbra. That means a lot to hear. Now, let's see. Okay, so Isaac's got everything done right now that we can do. Maggie's got nothing done. That's shocking. Eve? How? What? How does Eve only have Shoal finished, but she hasn't beaten Mom's heart? Panda! It is so good to see you! I hope life treats you well today. Kind of trying to figure out a mystery here, because you can't get to Shoal. Oh, I know what probably happened. I bet we got to the womb too, hit a red chest that teleported us to Shoal, so we bypassed Mom's heart. That is bizarre. I guess Maggie then. Even though Maggie is so slow, it's doable, Kronos. There's also a way that you could conceivably fudge it so that you go to the cathedral instead. But to get to show up, and the angel room will only show up if you haven't taken any deals with the devil. And generally speaking, you're better off taking deals with the devil than holding out for angels. Spider box? Do I... Yeah, we'll take it. I could use the spiders. They are not without merit. Gosh. I mean, Maggie's slow, and her damage isn't great, so... I guess any extra DPS is useful. Come here, Spydor, please! Why must they tease me so? And why am I only getting 1 spider per charge? I should be getting like at least 3? If not 4, that sucks. Deals of the Angel are almost all defensive upgrades, which don't often help much. This is true. There's a couple Deals of the Angel that are really good. I mean, obviously Godhead, but the unlock on that is, on this file, still a while in the future. Crown of Light is great, but that's not in Rebirth, that's only from Afterbirth? Yeah. Afterbirth introduced Crown of Light. I like Prismatic... what's it called? No, something Prism. The one where if you shoot it, your tears will burst into, like, the 7 colors of the rainbow. That's a fun item. And I usually get pretty good mileage out of it. But otherwise, yeah. Like, Deals of the Angel... they're not great. Now, I am going to take just a wee bit of time to see if I can't get a bomb. Not that one, obviously, because it's stuck behind a rock. Ah! Fine. Guess I'll just leave that X-Rock. Whatever. Whatever. Batsumoji ishi ga iran ya. Zenzei iran. Mo. Maybe we'll luck out. Maybe we'll get... Matchbook? Matchbook would be good. Because then we'd get the Black Heart too. Box? Box would work. And Dookie! Please though. Apparently the last level in Risk of Rain 2 is on the moon. Which, okay, that makes perfect sense. So, obviously... my copy of Risk of Rain 2 being all frigged up, it's an ARG. That's what it is. They're trying to like give a spoiler without coming right out and say it. It's a very deep reference to the Moon's Haunted meme. Is it really a meme? Yeah, I guess it is because it has multiple forms. It has shifted and mutated over time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't need any bombs. Bombs? It's bombs. もう爆弾が欲しい。いるよ、いる。ほい。ほい。Oh, I hate these things. I surely do. They are so freaking slippery. These slippery spiders, I swear. It's like they don't want me to kill them? That's so weird. I thought everything wants me to kill them. No. Well, this run is not yet Pop-Off Smirnoffs, so that's kind of a... It's a bit of a problem. I think there's a good chance that we'll not make Boss Rush, unless our fortunes change relatively significantly. I don't think the run is an impossibility. It's too early in the run to say that we can't possibly beat it. Where was that? Oh, it's up here with the spikes, right. But I just don't think we're gonna have enough speed to get the boss rush. Thank you. Alright, that buys us a little bit of space. Not sure if this will work, but have you tried entering prismatic trials in Risk of Rain 2? The prompt, if I hit the prompt that they ask for, it brings me back up to the top of the menu. So it's not even, and that's the weird thing, it's not even that, like, the prompt does nothing at all. Hitting O does nothing at all. It just brings me back up to the top. I really have no idea what's going on with it. Vamsi said that it might be because my copy's from the US store, but I'm playing it on a J-side PS4, and that sometimes that has had effects on games. They were talking about one of the Yakuza games where some of the prompts just didn't register at all, but only like during menus and one of the minigames. So yeah, like, it's a shame, because I'd love to play it. Especially because I don't know what we're doing for the next long-form game. Because yeah, my PS Plus has run out, and Resident Evil Remaster was from PS Plus, so I'm locked out of it right now. I mean, there are other things we could do. I don't want to do, honestly, like, I don't want to do Batman Arkham City. It must have been something in that update that caused it to kind of tweak out. Like some variable got changed. Ow. Yes, I'll risk it. Please be Guppy. Oh, that sucks. Gotta go feed my sourdough. Say hello to your sourdough for us? Be like, yo, Risco's gang says hi. They say grow, grow, grow. I didn't know, like, bread was a thing that needed to be fed. I know that cheese, you need to feed cheese because Velveeta is not cheese. Velveeta is cheese food. And, like, you don't eat dog food, you feed dog food to dogs. You don't eat fish food, you feed fish food to fish. So, clearly, you feed cheese food to cheese. That's just the way it is. Okay, look, y'all gotta back off and die? But really though, just kinda just die? I know it's a big ask. I mean, it's a huge ask, but Maggie's damage is so bad. Worst damage ever. Guess who just spent 20 minutes trawling through their Twitter account to find tweet threads debunking JRK's BS transphobia and... Hold on a second. Guess who just spent 20 minutes trawling through their Twitter account to find tweet threads debunking JRK's BS transphobia and ableism to link to someone who wanted to talk to their parents about why transphobia is bad and why JRK is a BS peddler. I'm gonna say it was Hive? It's a guess. It's a guess, but probably... Oh, fudge you, headless pink boy. Now, was the intended recipient here wasn't Hive, though? Shit! Okay. I guess we didn't want to deal with the devil this floor. Or health. We didn't really want health either, I suppose. That's cool. It's cool, it's cool. It's cool, it's cool. I hate this room. Of all the room archetypes, this one might be my least favorite. Spine of Steel. Love it. I know it's not really called Spine of Steel, but... I like that version better, so I'm gonna go with it. Well, I hope your hard work at least helps out the recipient here with their parents. I do thank my lucky stars that at the very least, like, that's not a problem that I've had. Because I don't know, I mean, I would have survived, obviously, if my parents had been really intransigent about this and, like, you're not our child anymore. I mean, I am an adult, but at the same time, not having to deal with that particular kettle of fish is very comforting. It's one more spoon that I have to apply elsewhere. Amor. This run is giving us complete trash, by the way. Like, this is just... We are not being particularly helped by the items. It's like they're mocking us. Mock, mock. Mock, mock. We'll see who's gonna be mocking who. Game. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh, we definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. That would have been incredibly foolish. Wow. Wow. I hope this isn't like another super long run because I've been liking having zippy runs. They're a lot more fun, ultimately. Ah, so. Ah, moe. Moe. Well, that was my own darn fault. I shouldn't have been trying to tag them with the super bandage or ball of bandage. Oh, fuck. Yep. Ooh, but... Gapi no ashi? Gapi no ashi? Does that give us... That gives us 2 guppy items, right? They're gonna tease us again. Wait, does it? Yeah, of course, we've got Guppy's hairball. What was I thinking? Yeah, it's... We can't really clear rooms particularly quickly because we've just been basically shafted on items. Like, I'm actually having to use the super bandage. It's not super bandage, it's hello, brain meats. Ball of bandages. And that's always a bit of a dicey proposition. It's like being stuck with Rogue Special and only ever getting items in Gungeon. That's a mood. That's definitely a mood. Rawr. Yes, but... Hive, did you ever try that... Hive Chinokte? Brain meats, please. Kronos, did you ever try that, that roguelike side-scrolling shooter that I sent you the video for? Because I do know that you like... Well, I mean, you're more of a twin stick than just a side-scrolling shooter, but it is roguelike. It seems roughly in your wheelhouse. No, it was Sterden, I think it was called. It had like really, really nice pixel art on the ships, but all of the levels were randomized. Okay, let's have a care, because I really want to go into that curse room, but I also, I mean, I think it's okay. I can't really get all that far in it. I'm not particularly skilled at it. Oh, this is terrible. Why would you do this to me? But I think for somebody who is relatively skilled at those types of games, you might be able to get some good mileage out of it. On the topic of twin sticks, I have yet to give Assault Endered Cactus a go. Oh, Kronos, you're denying yourself. It's a thing of beauty. It even has an unlockable FPS mode, which is kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie. All of the evil robots look so much bigger in FPS. Now, I don't think the FPS mode is particularly good. It's just an interesting experience. But I do think you'll probably have a pretty good time with it. Probably have a lot smoother play than I do. I tend to struggle a lot in the final boss. I think we did beat that final boss on stream, didn't we? Like way back in the day? Because I feel like we have beaten it at least once on stream, and I've only beaten it a couple of times off stream. But the final like AI core is pretty interesting. It's quite abstract. The sourdough said glub glub. Well, I'm gonna choose to translate that positively. I think they call it sour, but I think it's probably really sweet in personality. Shit! Oh, I hate this room. Not as much as that one in the caves, but this room is always a bit of a toughie if you're weak. Oh, I don't know how many hearts we have. Like, I don't think we're gonna die, but we might be in the losing the deal with the devil range, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Thank you. Ba-bomb? Ooh. I hate to do it, but it's gonna be done. Because I really want that. Might be a good idea. I've reached a sort of zen with Gungeon at this point. Yeah, I mean, give it a good play. I think you will have a good time with it. Some of the level designs in it are really quite cool. I want to say like 4th stage, where you're like the level is being built as you run on it, and areas that you pass, they'll collapse. But that's like got a really cool feel to it. Now you can always go backwards and the new areas will collapse and... Oh fuck, we are gonna lose this deal with the devil, I know it. How could... Maggie, how could you do this to me, girl? What have I ever done to you? Okay. This is not impossible. It's just gonna be rather difficult. Because we do no damage. Waha. Now the main thing is gonna be to not do that. I was gonna say, not get impatient. Oh, my tears are just, they're trash. This whole... I think it's revenge for the Isaac run being pretty solid. That the curse is just transferred to Maggie. Well, if no deal with the devil shows up, then we'll know we've taken red heart damage. And that's not cool. I don't want to try tagging this dude with my bandage ball, but... I guess we must have done. I have no idea if that helped us or not. The only way to answer is to go to Dwarf Fortress. What? Hive, we love Kronos. Why would you punish Kronos like that? Yeah, I mean, it gave us better shot speed, I think slightly better damage. I'm not sure about tear rate, and it definitely gave us more HP to feed to Guppy's paw. Yeah. The tears are bigger, so probably damage up. We're definitely outputting more. So I think you're right, Pander. I think we did get a tier boost as well. Swallowed Penny? Why not? We're taking so much damage, we might as well. Now is this... Ah, this is Necropolis 2. Do you think that experimental treatment's gonna be our turnaround? Because it could be. I don't want to be screwing around looking for the item room, but at the same time, I think we don't really have a choice. I think... if we don't try to pack on... This is terrible, by the way. I hate this. If we don't try to pack on as much as we can, the womb is just going to eat us alive. The womb will be our tomb. As my old women in Gothic literature teacher used to say. Constantly. Which, I mean, he wasn't wrong. That is a not unusual thematic for a lot of the stories that we read. At least as far as I can recall. But it kind of got to be like a catchphrase with him. He would bring this up quite often. I just looked up Dwarf Fortress and it looks stressful as hell. That's kind of my takeaway from it. Stressful and also, like, ASCII art. Or however you pronounce that. Oh, Christ. You know what? Screw it. You can get tile sets for it. Oh, that's interesting. I say that as a Hollow Knight... As Hollow Knight collects dust in my Steam library. Oh, you haven't... You haven't done Hollow Knight yet. Because I would have figured you'd be all over that. I did play Hollow Knight on Switch when I had Switch, and I was bad at it. I was quite bad. I don't think I beat any of the bosses. Or maybe just one, like maybe the very first of the first. Oh, piercing shots. Itaza. Oh, I do also want to point out, last shop is greed, because last shop is always greed. That's okay. You know, I'm not angry. I'm not mad at all. As Flava Flav would say. Game, why you gotta do me dirty like this? It's because I cheated on the Isaac run? It is, isn't it? Game, I gots to do what I gots to do here. If I see a path, I mean, it's not a cheat, it's an exploit. It is supported by the game. It's designed into the game. It's just unusual to get it to work that way. Think of it more like sequence breaking in Metroid. But if you're playing straight by the flowchart, like, we shouldn't even be able to reliably get to Shoal. But the game does provide... It's a cheating scandal. The game does provide that method of traversal. So I don't think using it is technically cheating. It's just not paying attention to the game's roadmap. And as we all know, we still can't read maps. It is some anti-map anomaly in my brain meats. Up there with, like, can't do math very well. Do you want a twin-stick shooter or do you want an FPS? The former. Then just keep playing the Clear Throne. I mean, that's fair, yeah. It's not wrong. Now, unless this is an exceedingly good deal with the devil, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking Brother Bobby. 'Cause Brother Bobby is a trash item. What game? RNGesus doesn't seem to love me this go about, let me tell you that. I do need to take ownership of a lot of this damage. A lot of the damage shouldn't be happening. But, at the same time, look at the loadout here. This is garbage. We got Sagittarius, which is exceedingly okay. We got Ouija board, which is... I mean, it's not awful, I guess. Ball of bandages, which is our primary source of damage. Experimental treatment, which has been the only damage up that I think we've had this entire run. And like Guppy's paw and hairball. So we even get the Guppy tease. Game, I am disappointed. You do me dirty like this. I was accidentally partially responsible for Nuclear Throne having mimics. I don't know, do you want to tell everybody that? I feel like you might have folks showing up at your doorstep, being all like, what did you do? Now, Kronos, can you imagine Hive being responsible for any cop? Hive is good people. Cops are bastards. Fuck. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Can you get them to add double mimics? Would a double mimic, like, it would look like a mimic, but actually it would just be a chest? Is that what we're going for here? Like a mimic that's actually a super mimic in disguise. That sounds terrifying, actually. Now that I think about it. Probably not. I think I just got the idea stuck in their head to have mimics in the game during one of the dev streams. Wow. That's slick. You think you can handle it until you suddenly can't. I mean, that's basically my life, Panda. Screw this run. Oh, that's right. We had Humbling Bundle and Steam sale too, so that was like really pushing it for us. Speedball. We had Speedball. Wow, just wow though. Will you have mimics at any point? No, we won't. Next update had mimics. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick break. I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. Wah, 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 wah. And we are back. And don't feel bad, Hive, because like Final Fantasy to me is basically Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI. So it's old. I'm old. Totally worth it, even more if you have an easy time making vids, as you're gonna get comical deaths in this one. I'll have to check out that video, or I'll check out that link later. It's not Pony Canyon, at least. I don't want to play Maggie. We could do Eve. Eve isn't bad. You sure you want me to die? No? Oh, Eve doesn't start with the razor. Why doesn't Eve start with the razor? Is that unlocked through greed mode? Well, technically speaking, 4 was the razor's an unlock, but is it an unlock in Rebirth or is it an unlock in Afterbirth? Oh, I get it. No, okay. So once the razor's unlocked, she starts with it. Gotcha. That makes sense. In the US, Final Fantasy IV was Final Fantasy II. And when it was re-released, I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to games. So I kind of didn't know what people were talking about when they were talking about Final Fantasy IV. I was like, there's no Final Fantasy IV. Makes sense. It's 1, 2, and 7. Or 1, 2, 3, and 7. And I was wrong. Final Fantasy VI is better than Final Fantasy VII. I would go so far as to say that. Yeah. I don't know what it's gonna look like once the entirety of the Final Fantasy VII reimagining is. Because it seems like they're doing an awful lot of that. And if the Final Fantasy VII reimagining gets us Aerith and Tifa as a thing, like that's got my immediate props. Speed down? Speed down? What the hell is up with the new Call of Duty title? I don't know. Also, why did my phone turn off? That was weird. Give me a second here. Oh, because I didn't have it on play. Haha, silly me. Oops. No, stay back, stay back. Is it that it has a goofy title, or is it that the game itself is just like a trash fire? Also, COD will forever be cause of death in my book, I'm sorry. Ooh, I don't want to do that. That's not good. It's called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is weird because it takes place during the Cold War. Oh, because there's already a Black Ops that takes place during the Cold War. Okay. Where are you going to be fighting in this Cold War game that's not just... Oh, that sucked. Killing a lot of people in developing countries? Because that was like a lot of the Cold War. The whole thing was that the States and Russia were not directly fighting each other, but fighting each other through proxies. Wait, what? What? Is that for real, Hive? Did they actually, like, leak their own game through a bag of chips? Because that's hilarious. Doritos Packaging appears to have confirmed earlier leaks that the name of 2020's iteration of annual blockbuster video game Call of Duty was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Well, that's what you get with silly marketing. You're gonna have things like that happening. Oh, luck up. Not like that. I guess that was a good use of Dead Sea Scrolls, but by and large, like, don't really like this item. AAA shooter games are getting more and more ridiculous nowadays. Nowadays? Chibi brim, chibi brim, chibi brim. Chibi brim, I love you. Aishitemasu yo. Oh, that's not a good idea. But it's the key that I need. Not really, Pander. Like, it's not nearly as good as Metronome. Because Metronome at least gives you access to all the items. But Dead Sea Scrolls is all I got, so you work with what you got, and you best start showing results, Fisher. Or you won't have that for very much longer either. Give me keys, yo! Don't be such cowards. I know you want to. You want to. Battlefield 1 equals World War I game, not the first game of the series. Battlefield 5 equals World War II game, not the first game in the series. Okay, that's odd. Key! Now, do we use this key in the item room, or do we use this key in the library? And I think we actually go to the library, because that'll let us dump the Dead Sea Scrolls. Because we'll definitely get... And I'm actually happy with that. I really like to have homing tiers. Tagline for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War should be fun times with war crimes. Oh, good call, Panda. Very good call. Easy way for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to not step a Call of Duty Black Ops feet would be to be a multiplayer only like Blops 4. Okay. Oh, why did I just sat there and took it. I looked at that shot coming right from my face and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's run with that. Oh boy, is the Black Ops series chock full of war crimes. More so than the Modern Warfare sub-series. Oh god. How many war crimes can you fit into a single game? I'm imagining like a lot. And players are, by and large, pretty okay with these war crimes. They're like, yeah, that's what we want. We want war crimes. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want that. We don't want that. Darn. No keys. No keys, wah wah. No bombs, wah wah. Darn it. I guess we shouldn't have checked the secret room. That was maybe a mistake. Alright, we do have a key. There's quite a few. Doubly so if you throw in World War, which is essentially part 1 of the Black Ops universe. Oh, this is terrible. Why? Game, why do you do this to me? Well, we're just gonna have to rapid fire with Chibi Brim. Oh, DJ! Yo, how you doing? It is a pleasure to see you tonight, and I hope that you're doing well. And let me just check what Hive said. Fun fact, the Modern Warfare subseries is actually critical of American exceptionalism and interventionism, except it does kind of get lost up its own butt in Modern Warfare 3, where it becomes Russian ultranationalists versus the world. I mean, you know, gotta have those Russians coming back. I tell y'all, the 80s, we are just living in a repeat of the 80s. But more bizarre? Doing mostly pretty well. DJ, got all my fingers and toes. Still have food, you know, so it's the little things. You gotta be happy with the little things. Oh, that was bad. Risco, that was so bad. Black Ops Cold War is a reboot of the Black Ops sub-series, like how Modern Warfare was a reboot of the Modern Warfare series. Okay. And Chronos says, so Risk of Rain 2's RNG system actually looks really cool and might be worth looking at if I play with RNG in Dreams. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's my guess. Gotcha. I don't know, like the entirety of Call of Duty, I just completely missed. Partially because I think it started up when I wasn't really doing games that heavily, and it's a multiplayer, and I'm not super down with multiplayer, and it's an FPS, and I'm definitely not super down with FPS, so further guessing this because fanbase really hates the entire Future series, even though the Future Warfare entries are the only good post COD 4 CODs. Now, when you say Future Warfare, do you mean like, do they have laser guns? Do they have zappies? What? I just wanted to shop. Got freaking Gordon Gekko in here. Michael Douglas thinks he's so damn cool. He's not. Well, I mean, I don't know. Michael Douglas might be cool. But Gordon Gekko, definitely not cool. Let's take the dog food. This might be a mistake. It was kind of a mistake. Each monster cost is a set amount, and as the difficulty increases, the director will get tokens at a quicker pace. Huh. They have laser guns and exoskeletons and cyborgs? And assault androids and spaceships and space dogfighting? That sounds pretty cool. I don't know who would have a problem with that. People with no taste, perhaps? And Super Drone Warfare. That's a bit of a questionable one, yeah? Wait, there are space dogs? Can you pet the space dogs? Are the space dogs hold on, let me engage tongue. Are the space dogs sapient? Do they all speak with thick Russian accents? There are no space dogs. That's a bit. It is perfectly okay to prey on my ignorance. I own that. Although I'm saddened by the lack of space dogs. If it contributes to a bit. Don't make space dog fight. Are they the pilots of the ships? Because in that case, I mean, that could be cool. You got your spaceship that's perfectly set up for a dog to pilot. I'm not gonna keep Seishou, but I thought it would be a good idea to actually pick it up. Now, give me one more coin. Nope. I should have bought Mom's Key. Only dogfights I like are Star Fox against Wolfgang. That's 100% fair. Actual, literal, almost dogfighting. I mean, if you're looking at wolves being descendants of... Chigal. Reverse that. If you're looking at dogs being descendants of wolves... Titanfall... Oh, hold on a second. I wanna... Let me get rid of gate here. That was all me. Don't do that again. Let's go. Boof. 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 Thank you, deal with the devil. Not thank you, Crumps. Crumps. You jerk. Think you're so cool. Just because you steal children. Nope, don't want that. Okay, I gotta check this out. This is Socks, Master Pilot. Titanfall doesn't also accidentally imply that the best way to defeat fascism is to give into giving your life to preserve the military effectiveness of the state. That seems like Titanfall's got the one up there. It's got the edge on that one. Socks has over 300 confirmed kills. Panda, I love it. Also, sorry I spaced out and started reading a manga. Black Lamb, no worries. Absolutely. If you want to take a little break to read a manga, please, by all means. We're always here for you when you come back on. Titanfall 1 is a multiplayer single-player fusion experiment that failed because all the story bits happened during the frantic multiplayer matches. Well, that's... yeah. Titanfall 2 is a super fun single-player game with fun multiplayer. Ooh. And it has a super cool and adorable robot buddy. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a super cool and adorable robot buddy. I recently finished reading Komi Can't Communicate Volume 1, and if we're talking manga. Sure, if you want to talk manga, I'm absolutely 100% okay with that. Oh, shnikes. We've got placenta! We don't want... No, Placenta's just gonna fill up our HP and we're gonna lose Horror Babylon. I don't want that. Also has time traveling platforming. First person shooting all at the same time. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Does it work? Because it sounds like a cool concept, but it's a concept that's only going to work if it works. Oh, we've got Curse of the Unknown. And when you've got Curse of the Unknown, you can't see how much health you have. Now, they did change it a little bit in the Afterbirth update, where there's an empty heart and a question mark. But in Rebirth, they just didn't show your health at all. Oh, that was well done. Well done, Misko-chan. Well done. Now there's Mom. I don't know, because we don't have the timer. Which was another thing that was added in Afterbirth. Actually being able to see your timer. Not worth it. Nozoki-ma. Definitely don't want that. Alright, we'll do a quick check for a secret room. There is a secret room. Nice black heart. The game decides it's a lot as well. And you get rid of the time travel crumbs. Crumblies. I'll catch that as soon as I kill Mom. Which is one of those things that only Isaac really lets you say. Okay, don't be a coward, game. Oh, no deal with the devil. Fine, fine, fine. Ooh, I must. I love Cricket's body. Which doesn't have a name because they screwed up the translation. Oh, crumbs. Actually, before we get too deep into this, what was Hype saying? The game decides this a lot as well, and you get rid of time travel definitely by the end of the level. That sounds kind of smart, actually. Chrono says, not sure if Titanfall does this, but I really like when games mix ancient tech with modern and or futuristic tech. Kind of like in Doom, where the Doomslayer's suit is a super weapon that killed a Titan. It works if it's pulled off well, yeah. And Hyde says, the way it works is the main character of the game is heavily reliant on utilizing the full extent of your mobility to traverse levels, so mastering bunny hopping, sliding, and wall running, etc. Then you get a wrist-mounted time travel machine, and time travel through a level having to switch between current time and past time. So you're running on the wall in the present, then jump, time travel to land on a wall in the past. You know, I don't know when Titanfall was put out, but I actually played a LBP2 level that used a similar mechanic. I think I reviewed it on Little Bite-Sized Planet. I think it was called The Compass of Time. It would amuse me greatly if that preceded Titanfall. Although they didn't, I don't think that level had you doing it on the fly. It was more a puzzle-solving mechanic. Reminds me of the Vault of the Glass of Destiny. Not to be confused with the Compass of Tim, which, amusingly, there's a Darkest of the Hillside Thickets concept album / rock opera called The Shadow Out of Tim, which is based on Lovecraft's The Shadow Out of Time, and is actually pretty boppin'. Although that's kind of to be expected with Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, they do know how to put together a very catchy tune. Don't be taking that damage, Scope. That's the plan here is to always not be taking damage. Always never be taking damage. Oh fuck. Like the exact opposite of what we did right there. Just don't do that. Shadow out of Tim's mouth. The shadow's out of Tim Hortons. How many bosses are you gonna fight? In the boss rush, you fight all the bosses. But to get to boss rush, you have to beat Mom in 20 minutes or less. So it can be a little bit tough, because sometimes it means that you have to skip items in order to make up the time difference. I'm starting to think that Cricket's body was a mistake. Unfortunately. The range nerf is really not helping us out here. Even with the slight range buff from having tracking shots. We could actually conceivably die, and I would feel, gosh, I would feel really embarrassed. That would be me with egg on my face. Alright, both of these two are jumpers, so we want to be careful about that. Poor Chibi Brim is just not... Oh, Disco! Yametoke! 何やってねんの That's okay, we can do this. We can at least beat Boss Rush. We may have taken too much damage to really guarantee a trip through the womb. But if I had to choose one over the other, it would definitely be Boss Rush. Because basically you're guaranteed to get to the womb if you don't die. How far along are we? Okay, Bloat is in the house. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Isn't Isaac boss? Isaac is the boss of the cathedral, but we don't have the cathedral unlocked yet. So we're not going to have to worry about Isaac for at least a little while. But Isaac's actually a fairly easy boss. You can certainly die on Isaac, and I have. But if you've got relatively decent damage, Isaac's patterns are really obvious. And they're pretty easy to figure out how to dodge. And I know I'm only catching bits and pieces of chat. I will do a full check later. Because I know we've got some Titanfall discussion going on. That's fair enough, DJ. I know Isaac's definitely not for everyone. It's not a game that everybody enjoys. And sometimes that's because of the actual game style, and sometimes it's just because of the way it's presented. But I think if it's a style that you like if it's a genre that you like, and you don't mind the presentation, I do think that Isaac is one of the best games ever made. It's got a fairly remarkable depth with its item synergies, which I really appreciate. Runs do actually feel fairly different. It's got a huge amount of replayability. I do... Please stop. I do think that there has been a bit of bloat with the items in the pools, and that does make some of the unlocks a little bit difficult. But otherwise, I'm, yes, very much a big fan of Isaac. And I've got, I think, about somewhere around 3,000 hours in Isaac. Enter the Gungeon is fun, but for me, I feel like the skill requirement is a bit steeper than Isaac is. And I do struggle with it because dodging is pretty key and I'm not good at dodging. Let me quick scroll up just a touch. Titanfall 2's release schedule is 99% a scheme by EA to ruin it. I don't know why companies do that, Kronos. Some items you just have to take. It's like me in Shrine of Mountains in Risk Rain 2, I can't not activate it. It's a mood. Kronos, it's definitely a mood. There's some items where I know it's not gonna work with the run, and I still like, but I love that item and I want it so bad. I wish there was a multiplayer roguelike. Oh, now that's an interesting idea, DJ. I mean, Gungeon has got couch co-op though, right? I've never played it, but Isaac was my late best friend's favorite game ever. That's a heavy memory. I hope that it's not poking you too much to watch. And I don't know why I didn't put your name on the end of that, Pander, but I hope it's not poking you too much a bit to watch, Pander. Black Lamb says, I was reading some more Totsukuni no Shoujo, and it certainly is getting interesting. There's a whole thing about religious fanaticism going on. Huh. Hive says, there was speculation that EA picked that release date to cause the game to flop, weaken, respawn, and then buy them. Oh god, I hate that shit. That's interesting, DJ. I mean, I guess maybe it comes down to playstyles. I find with Isaac that it's pretty easy to get barreling out of control unless you're really screwed by RNG. There's a lot of items that just ramp up your damage. And if you get a high damage, high tiers, even if you don't have any special effects, you can usually clear through rooms with a quickness. Respawn are now working on Medal of Honor reboot in VR, exclusive to the Oculus using Frostbite. So, Hive, what you're saying is that they want to kill Respawn? Is that they don't want Respawn to respawn anymore? I do remember him when I see it. Okay. Well, I'm glad at least that you're comfortable being about with it. And hopefully the memories are pleasant ones. Risk Rain 2's got private matches and pretty shoddy quick play, but there will be a dedicated server browser for multiplayer come 1.0, which is August 11th. Cool. And Hive says the roguelike game I linked in chat earlier has local co-op. I don't know if DJ was here when you put up that link, Hive. If you want to do it another time, just to let DJ see it, it's absolutely okay. Medal of Honor. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I remember playing a lot of Medal of Honor on the GBA. Alright, last one, we get back into it. Hive says, what they want to do is they want to get a talented developer to work on the stable of IP while forcing them into worse and worse situations to milk more and more money out of them. Fuck. I hate that AAA can just... I don't know, it could piss up a rope or something. Holy dogs, did we lose a ton of health. That's... like, we did shockingly bad. Oh, that kind of whispering. I thought you were trying to indicate that you're doing something sneaky. Alright. Can she pull it off? That's the big question. And it's looking, if we're gonna be honest, folks, it's looking pretty iffy. But if we do manage to pick up some silver and black hearts, since we took damage on this floor, there's a very low chance that we'll see the deal with the devil, which means it'll come up on the next floor, which means that we could get the shoal. But I think we're really gonna need to have more health. Fuck! It's a horrible night to have a curse. Yes it is. Well, I mean, we're Wob again, so that's always good. Everyone likes Wob. Silver hearts, silver hearts. It's Christmas time in the womb. I don't know where to take that, so we're just gonna leave it right there. Oh, you fucker. You absolute nonce. I just got that silver heart. Fine, black heart. See if I care. I'll just take this black heart. Alright, but really though, I need you to just kind of stop. Stop. Crap. That's not what we wanted, really. When you get right down to it, Mom and Dad, when you get down to it, brothers and sisters, because that means our chances of seeing the deal with the devil next floor, where we need it, are kind of low. Fudge. I really wanted to cheese out another shoal darkroom run. Oh, Stu! How you doing, yo? Did you try to stream last week? Because, like, I don't remember if it was in Twisted's or if I just noticed it on Twitch, but, like, I saw a notif that you were streaming, and I went to check, and suddenly you weren't streaming, and I was very confused, and then I took a nap. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I hope that you continue to do well. Crumbs. I really want to drop in and catch another one of your streams. I had a lot of fun with the last ones that we did. Well, the last ones that you did, and I just watched. Naps, I mean, yes, you're not wrong. Naps are important. I do think that I may have a habit of overusing sleep to escape, and that, I think, is not healthy. It's hard to judge, like, when you're sleeping because your body really needs to sleep, and when you're sleeping because you don't want to actually deal with life. We had a nap on the deck today with my dog. So nice in the sun. Everybody's getting these sunbeam naps. Treffley was having a sunbeam nap today as well. You're right, Hive. Probably I think this one will be our last run. The time kind of snuck up on me. But if we did another run, that would be... probably at least another 40 minutes. Yeah, maybe... First off, we should hunt up the secret room. That was not the place I needed to go. Not at all. Definitely, that was bad. That was not the way to do it. Because if we... Oh, we already saw the secret room. Did we... Yeah, we're at 220 now. So if we did another run, it would be... rather longer than that. Was it Greed? Did we fight Greed? Of course we fought Greed. Why would we not fight Greed? And no AWAS for the cheesy travel. I think the run might end up actually ending here. Which is a shame. I would have liked to have gotten those 2 extra floors. But, you know, that's how it goes. Shit, we got sirens again? I swear, like, there's been a severe uptick in sirens recently. Hey, Dead Bird, you want to get, like, on that? Because that would be really helpful. Also, I've totally only got 3 health left. And by 3 health, I mean 2. And by 2 health, I mean 1. Oh, please let me die here. Well, we got to destroy the personification of greed as one of the 7 deadly sins. But it meant that we didn't get to blow up a shopkeeper, which meant that we couldn't increase our deal with the devil chances, which meant that we couldn't teleport to the next floor. So, we didn't get the extra 2, like, floors on this run, which is a bit of a shame, because we could have cleared off more of the post-it note. But, still, all in all, I think we did relatively well. Wah! Greed is pretty cool in both his forms in FMA. I did like him. I liked... There was one detail, I think I mentioned this before, there was one detail that I really liked about Envy, where... Because Envy's always in that kind of, like, small, androgynous, maybe girl form. But when she's chasing them through the woods, Ed notices that, like, she's just busting branches when she jumps onto them, and she's, like, pounding giant holes in the ground. And he realizes that actually she's super dense, which means it's not her true form. And then when they end up in more like MB, when they end up in Gluttony's belly, and we see Envy's true form, like actually how large Envy is, Envy thick. Envy definitely thick. Also covered in scales and other people's faces, but, you know, there's thickness there. You can't really, you know, you take what thick you can get. Unless it's Robin thick, and then you can just throw that to the curb. You don't need that. Yeah, I like the redemption arc. I've been, like, the first version of Greed that they fight, where we find out, like, that he actually does care about his underlings. That I appreciated, because you don't really see that a lot. Do you really have a true form when you're a changeling? That's an interesting question, Black Lamb. And I'd have to go back and reread it. And it might be interesting to go back and reread now that I am a little better at Japanese than when I first read it. Because I first started reading it, like, in the collected volume 5, maybe, when I first came to Japan. It was the one where they do the flashback arc, where Ed and Suit Boy, whose name that I can't... Alphonse? Is it Alphonse? When they're training with their master. And Master's beefy husband. So that was like almost 17 years ago. Oh, good. I did remember. Which is to say that my knowledge of Japanese at that time was exceedingly limited. Mostly I was following, like, the pictures. Des! You came in, if you're ending your lunch break, you came in at maybe the best timing because we're actually wrapping up the stream right now. We're just having a little bit of a chat about Full Metal Alchemist, or Hagaren, as they call it over here. But it is good to see you, even if it is only for a couple of minutes. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope that you're healthy and the family is healthy as well. Oh, Des, it's a maybe. It's still a big maybe. I haven't heard back yet. But my previous teaching job, the company, they had a want ad up that said urgently hiring and 200,000 yen bonus if you're willing to start in July or August. So I am a little bit ambivalent about teaching, especially with that company again. However, it would be stable. The 200,000 yen would make a really, really big difference. And it would get me out of the house and doing something, so... Sloth. Yeah, I could see some love for Sloth buttons. I did like Sloth's design. I thought from a visual standpoint it was pretty cool. There are options. Like I said, I haven't heard back from them. I just put in the application. I think if they give me the interview, I should be able to pick up the job. Because, like, they know me and I know them. Like I said, I have 15 years of experience with that company, so... But I'm thinking if I do get that job, I'm thinking like 6 to 8 months of just saving, and then going up to Tokyo. I might even be able to get them to transfer me to Tokyo, so that I'll have a job while looking for a new job. But I still have to wait for the callback. So I've got my fingers crossed. Black Lamb, Lust is kind of goals, not gonna lie. She's... I mean, both in her design, but also in her character. She's very femme fatale. She's definitely a lot bustier than my own personal body image, but I could definitely see that being a goal. Even practice and do question-answer scenarios. Well, I mean, yeah, but I know the interviewer really well, and I also know the job and the company back and forth. So they'd have to try really hard to find a question that I wouldn't be able to answer off the top of my head. Good call, Black Lamb. That is an excellent call. I will give you that. I mean, if we're talking about long, deadly fingers, that I can definitely see. Hi. As much as that's a good point, Des. That is a very good point. I should get in touch with some folks that I know that still work there and see if they know what the situation's like and if anything's changed. The one thing that gets me, like, urgently hiring plus giant bonus, I'm kind of wondering what the heck is going on there. Like, did they just lose a ton of people all at the same time? And if they did, why? Like, did people go back home? Did they get sick? Because, I mean, it is kind of a close contact environment. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if they offer me the job, because I need something really quick, and the pay is relatively good, even if they knock me down a bit, because I'm kind of starting over, I'll take the job. But I would like to know, like, what their preventative health situation is like. That would be probably a good thing to have on hand. But, I can feel the rasp starting up in the back of my throat, so I think that this is definitely a good time to do the wind-up. Tomorrow night is gonna be Gungeon, and Sunday's gonna be Dreams. Next week, and likely the week after, we'll be doing these kind of mix-em-up episodes. We might do Assault Android Cactus. We might do Risk of Rain 1, since Risk of Rain 2 is not working. And gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do about the next long form. If I can get PlayStation Plus up and running, entering the Gungeon, because unfortunately Exit the Gungeon is not yet on PS4. Hopefully someday, because I really like to try it out. If I can get PS Plus up and running again, like, in the next couple of weeks, then Resident Evil Remake is still on the table. If I can't, I don't know. Like, we could do 6? There's only so many long-form games that I have on my system. But we will take care of that another day. Everyone, thank you, as always, for spending your time with me. I really appreciate these sessions that we have together. It always takes a load off my mind. I always feel a lot better when they're done. And it means a lot. And I say this every time, but it means a lot that you carve this time out of your day to spend it with me. But I do gotta go. I love all y'all. Can't say that enough. I should say it more. But from me, Disco, here in Osaka, all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigasamryota, sayonara, see you, and ciao.